I am multi-topic talk. Welcome to this new video. Today we are doing a review for a musical. And usually I don't really enjoy musical. They are like that kind of movies that exist. Eventually they would come out. I would see some of them like Joker Fully Adder this year or La La Land, a classic musical, I guess. Is it too early to call that a classic? Anyway, this time around, we talk about Emilia Perez. I have seen and I have talked about a lot of 2024 movies this year. I've seen 65 of them, and I know other people that have seen like twice that number. I am not joking. Anyway, Emilia Perez is basically a story about a lawyer that represents someone that want to change their gender or I I don't know the specific. You can tell I have an accent. So again, we get a guy that transitioned into woman, and that woman is now Emilia Perez. Now we will have some spoiler. I guess it's already given away because I mean I already told you the premise of it, and I feel like it's already a spoiler. But but this movie is something I would recommend despite being a musical, and usually I despise that genre. It's like people starting to sing and dance. Not believable. But hey, here I feel like it kind of works out because the music makes sense with the story most of the time. I say that because my only issue with this movie is one of the numbers they add. I believe it's the third number. It's inside the clinic, and it's to tell the viewer this is how people transition. You change your tail into a O, or you change your O into a tail to remain YouTube friendly. This was probably the most useless we had when we speak about musical numbers. Because I will tell you this, there's at least two musical numbers throughout that entire movie that address one of the theme, corruption, and how money is power. It's kind of cool. I will admit that's a good aspect of that movie. There is also that other musical number where we get to hear about the main character, the lawyer. She's like, yeah, people pressure me to have a family, but I focus on the job. And you realize 4 years later ish, she is still focused on the job and she realizes maybe she is missing something. That messaging is kind of cool and I enjoyed it. To close up that part, again, I will spoil you the ending. She gets the kids. So Emilia Perez has kids, and Emilia dies near the end. So now the lawyer is apparently the guardian of the two kids. So despite having her career, she still ends up having kids. Kind of cool as an ending. One of the aspects of that movie would be how trans people, they are the same person. They only swap what they are using to pee, trying to be YouTube friendly. I feel like I'm doing a rap right now. But throughout the movie, Emilia has that struggle where she pretends to be someone she's not, the aunt of the kids that are actually her kids. And she does that because She literally changed her identity to make sure nobody goes after her family and the people she cares about. Hell, she faked her own death by spending time with the kids. She bound again with the kids, and that creates some kind of all because she's with the kid, but she doesn't feel like she's with the kid. Another very interesting aspect, when he was a guy, he was living a life of crime. And when Emilia Perez got reborn into that new woman, she wanted to use her money and influence to do better things, to change the world, to help out some people. It's kind of cool, enjoyable. Now, I will sound weird, but I will be honest. For a Netflix flick, this film is solid. Now, I say that, but like, It Man was apparently bought by Netflix or some shit, and I enjoyed that movie a lot. But then I remember Damsel, that was trash. Then I remember Mia Culpa, that was trash. So yeah, it's a flip of a coin whether your Netflix flick will be watchable or trash. And I'm glad with Emilia Perez, that one was really good. So I highly recommend it. Again, I feel like the great music and the message throughout the movie were very, very well made. Um, Lots of people just put career over family, and this is what's going on with the main character. And I will ask, what's up, Netflix? Why so many lawyers in lead roles? I don't know. Maybe they did some study and they realized most of their consumer are lawyers. I don't know. The characters were likable, and I feel like the acting was kind of good. The humor was also very clever, and yeah, I feel like I repeat myself, and I will officially give Emilia Perez something well deserved, and that's a 9.7 out of 10 for me. When it comes to like all of the movies I've seen this year, that one is top 25-ish, maybe 30. I don't know. All I know is I remember seeing worse thing. I also remember seeing better thing. Maybe I praise too much. Maybe I my scores are too high. But Emilia Perez for me is a well-deserved 9.7 out of 10. You know what to do if you want more of that kind of content. I try. I suck at doing that kind of shit. Oh, there we are. There we are. So yeah, drop by the Red Blue Podcast. More reviews. I have other 2024 videos I want to release. Anyway, I'm out. Take care and do the YouTube things.